Welcome to Gallery Guichard virtually and virtual exhibit catalog number 19. Tonight we have a great group exhibition in store for you, which includes 3 artists from Brazil, one of which created these amazing drums.
A tabaque by Inae.
And the amazing painting behind me
by Paulo Hands.
As well as some beautiful architectural drawings. In addition to the Brazilian diaspora connection, we have amazing work by some of our Gallery Guichard artists, and this show in total is so hot that 5 pieces have already sold before the show is even open. So sit back, relax, and get ready for some uplifting art that will touch your soul, and be sure to see art, love art, buy art, live with original art. Welcome back and Happy New Year.
We are now in the shop with the art of VEC, and they're going to explain a little bit more about what this is. And hi.
Hello.
What's your name?
Carolina.
Carolina.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the art of acupuncture.
Yes, in fact it's an instrument Afro-Brazilian, and in fact it's his father who teach him to make the entire instrument. So it's a play to capoeira, to religion candomblé, who's Brazilian religion, and that's it. There is a lot of size, bigger, smaller. So yeah.
And so let's meet the artist.
Yeah.
And your name is?
Inae. Inae, nice to meet you guys.
Good. Afro-Brazilian.
Afro-Brazilian, yeah.
Beautiful.
So your family started this business, and you have continued on because your father taught you the art.
My father first, and now it's me, my sister, my mother, and my wife.
Awesome.
Now,
Congratulations.
thank you very much.
From one family business in America, from Africa, to another family business here in Brazil. We applaud you for keeping the culture.
Yeah.
And thank you. So we will take this to Chicago and hopefully touch people.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Thank you all.
On the link for the virtual exhibition catalog that you're interested in, then once it opens up, you are inside of the Gallery Guichard exhibition of your choice. Now you can move around freely by touching the circles, and you can get information about each painting, title, medium, artist, and contact information for Gallery Guichard. Hi, this is Andre, live from Itacaré, Brazil, in the state of Bahia, here with an amazing artist, Mr. Honda. Can you say your full name?
Yeah, Paulo Hands.
And are you from Brazil? What's your...
I'm from Brazil, but I live in Japan for a long time. My father he's Japanese.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Awesome. So truly multicultural, Japanese and Brazilian.
Yes.
And you're an artist. How long have you been an artist?
15 years. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And your medium, is that acrylic on canvas?
Yeah. I use all acrylic painting. Yeah. Sometimes I use Posca pen too, like this painting. Dot painting.
Beautiful. So pointillism.
Yes.
So your subject, these beautiful women, what is your inspiration? Like how do you
Yeah,
find that?
beautiful woman. And I don't know how.
Growing up in Bahia, are these women you see here?
Sometimes I photographer some girls, and I model and painting.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Sometimes I search in the internet beautiful face.
Awesome. And last question, the color. What does the color mean for you and the women?
I made the abstract first. I made many canvas abstract, and I saw the some beautiful face, and I imagine this face on this abstract.
Ooh,
Yeah.
beautiful. I love it. So mixing portraits and abstract all together. What a treat. So happy you could join us here live in Brazil, and look for our next virtual exhibition, catalog number 19, with this amazing artist who's now part of our cadre of international artists.
Thank you.
On the link for the virtual exhibition catalog that you're interested in, then once it opens up, you are inside of the Gallery Guichard exhibition of your choice. Now you can move around freely by touching the circles, and you can get information about each painting, title, medium, artist, and contact information for Gallery Guichard.
Hello, my name is Pearlie Taylor, and I'm an abstract artist, sometimes pure abstract, sometimes abstract expressionistic. Normally, I paint on the floor, and my medium of choice is acrylics. And I like acrylics because of the flow. I can control how I paint using either more water or less water. And the colors can be as deep or as light as I choose. One of the reason I like painting on the floor, it gives me more control over what I'm trying to achieve. And mostly that's to keep it loose and free and watch the image form as I paint. In doing my series of abstract flowers, it's the exact same thing. I lay the canvas on the floor, I mix the paint, I choose the colors ahead, I mix the consistency that I need to achieve what I think is going to work at that moment. I never use brushes to paint my florals. I use a water bottle, a sponge, sometimes a spoon. On occasion, I'll use a stick, and I have a rock. And I use all these things to create a painting. So normally I go in and I'll either have the background a little flat, a little dry when I work, and other times I'll have the canvas completely wet. And I will drop paint into the wet paint, a thicker paint, until the loose paint on the canvas. And all of this is flowing at once. And when it starts to do whatever I want to see, I'll start the structure of creating the painting by using a paint bottle to create the leaves. And I'll just take the bottle, and whichever way I feel like a leaf should go, that's what I do, or a stem. And many times I'll just take a spoon and a kind of fairly thick consistency of paint, and I'll just stand over it straight up, and I'll just drop the paint on the canvas. I'll just walk around the canvas, I'll drop the paint, wherever it lands, there's a painting. When I reach a point where I have enough activity flowing all at once, I'll wait a little bit, maybe about 30 minutes, sometimes an hour, and I'll take my sponge and I will use the paint that's already on the canvas, and I'll take 2 swipes. Anything more than 2 swipes kind of muddies the whole process. Also, I'll use interest, I'll create a little more interest by creating specks in that. I'll take the brush, I'll tap it, get as many flecks of paint in there as I want, and what that does is bring the painting to life. And flowers have aromas, and those little flecks make you feel something happening. It's like you can smell it. At the same time, you can feel the flower as it's growing. It will create its own, say, life, so to speak, because we never see paintings blooming. So when we're out of sight and and away from the plant. When you wake up the next day, oh, there are flowers. Well, what I think happened during that process, the flowers will wait till there are no humans around, then they'll burst into bloom, and there'll be joy and happiness, and the aroma will spread all around the room, and there are no humans around to witness that. So because when we get up in the morning, the blossom is already there. And other times when I'm creating the flower on the floor again, I will put a hard surface under the area of the canvas where I'm going to make a flower. And I have a nice round rock, and the consistency of the paint will change when I use the rock. I will again drop the paint, the flower paint onto the canvas, and it's thicker this time. And I will use basically two colors, thicker than, say, if I wanted them loose. In this particular case, with this painting, which is titled Jubilee, because it's happy to have been born, I will take the rock and I will hit the canvas with the rock real fast. It's just like a quick doop. And it splatters and it opens and it creates a flower. And I'll do that in different, once I create the first flower, I'll go to another puddle of paint that's thicker like the first one, and I have to protect the first flower from making when I do the second one. So I will use a piece of cardboard to place it between the first flower and the second flower. And again, I will take that rock, a quick hit, make that blossom, and it splatters a little bit. And what that splatter does, it creates the life of the flower. And I will go on and I'll walk around it. And sometimes flowers are created while I'm listening to music, and I'll hit the rock at the sound of a particular beat. And that flower will do something different from all the other flowers that I hit with the rock. And I just go on, and I can create larger, small paintings, large paintings, however I feel that day. And the one thing about this whole process is it may take me several hours, because once I'm done, I cannot go back in and change anything on that canvas. When I'm done, it's done. Whatever I thought I should have done before, I leave it, because then I'm second guessing myself. And once it's dry the next day, it's fine. So that's my life and my creations of flowers as I feel them. Thank you very much.
On the link for the virtual exhibition catalog that you're interested in. Then once it opens up, you are inside of the Gallery Guichard exhibition of your choice. Now you can move around freely by touching the circles, and you can get information about each painting, title, medium, artist, and contact information for Gallery Guichard.
My name is Mukaila Ayoade. I'm a Nigerian born artist but lives in Chicago. I study art in Nigeria. I attended Yaba College of Technology back in Nigeria, that is Lagos, Nigeria. Before I entered school, I've been practicing art. I can say I'm a product of two schools, because I started with some artists from Ahmadu Bello University while going to their studio before I gained admission to study art. And since then, I've been into it. I started with watercolor, because watercolor is a kind of medium that is very easy to handle. The material is not that expensive. So I use watercolor to train myself in school. Gradually, then I was introduced into oil when I was in school. And because of the fact that oil is a little bit difficult to manage before you wash your brush and all those things, I later graduated into acrylic on canvas. And since then, I've been using acrylic. My style is a kind of impasto. Impasto is laying color very thick on canvas. And what brought about that, I think maybe it could be because of the surrounding. When you look around, you see textured almost everywhere. So, apart from acrylic on canvas, my aqua ink on paper, on Yupo paper also, you can even see the feeling, you can feel the texture. So almost all my work around, you see texture there. This work behind me is titled Uncertainty. It's just about the agony women go through when they lost their children through violence, maybe shooting along the street. The people that really feel this impact much are the women, because they are more closer to their children. And the purpose of this painting is to tell the world, to tell the community that we should find a way to stop this killing, because it affects not only women, it affects every one of us. Likewise, the same as uncertainty is that painting over there, that the young ones also looks into the future as they don't even know what tomorrow happens for them, because somebody who will kill may be lurking behind. And this is not something that should be encouraged. Government, community leaders, and everybody must come together to put a stop to this kind of killing. The painting is just about the killing that you cannot. If you look at the painting, behind the mask, you can see a kind of hidden face. So it's like COVID-19 is hidden. You don't know. Even you can be walking along the street, you don't know, you cannot recognize COVID-19. And that is why everybody is putting on masks. That is like appealing to people that they should take it serious, that this thing is real, it kills people. So use your mask when you are outside, even when you are home, eat good food, take good care of yourself.
On the link for the virtual exhibition catalog that you're interested in, then once it opens up, you are inside of the Gallery Guichard exhibition of your choice. Now you can move around freely by touching the circles, and you can get information about each painting, title, medium, artist, and contact information for Gallery Guichard.
Hi, I'm Chetanae Ellison. I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri, but now I currently live in Chicago. I have been painting since I was in high school, and I ended up with a BA in studio art painting from Truman State University. And so now I am creating art in the field and having my works in galleries and things like that. So the piece that I have here is called 19, and it is a collage of newspaper clippings that I collected during the time when COVID first started to become huge. And my main goal of this piece was to portray the sense of chaos that it brought, as well as touch on the propaganda of mass media as well, and how that affects other people. And then on top, I have a charcoal drawing of two hands that is up to the interpretation, whether it's two hands trying to touch each other or being pulled apart. So it has that duality of meaning. And my work in general touches on topics such as these, and topics that surround my personal healing and healing of everyone else, and starting those conversations to be able to better ourselves from the inside out. So,
on the link for the virtual exhibition catalog that you're interested in, then once it opens up, you are inside of the Gallery Guichard exhibition of your choice. Now you can move around freely by touching the circles, and you can get information about each painting, title, medium, artist, and contact information for Gallery Guichard.
Hello, my name is Andre Guichard. I am an abstract artist and an artist of 29 years, and I've been painting professionally, born and raised here in Chicago. But I'm very excited to be participating in this exhibit, Awakening, and particularly because I've had a chance to reawaken a non-objective abstract series that I really enjoy, where I use canvas as lines. So instead of just painting a line on the canvas, I take the canvas and create the architecture. And it's really the architecture that helps me to tell the story. So this body of work is really a body of work that I'm really excited about because it's part of my non-objective abstract series, and it is where I'm using canvas as line instead of just painting a line on the canvas. I create the architecture, and in this painting, Life Journeys really is an evolution of one's life or one's journey. And in this particular case, each circle represents a season. So the very center was the season of your birth. And as those circles continue, as those seasons continue thereafter, you can see the evolution of one's life. And the tenuous, tedious nature of cutting each of those canvases also creates a unique organic shape for each circle that really is unique to one's life and one's journey. And I like how some of the circles are a little brighter, some of them are not quite as bright, but some periods of your life are happier than others. So as you really start to move, you find out that, you know, our journeys aren't always a straight line, and they're often a continuous circle that becomes a rotation, which is a day, but is also about consistency. So you can even look at the consistency in the patterns, but then even in the consistencies, there's some difference. So the highs and the lows, and all the way to the very end, where you can see as that circle starts to change, that there's a change in that life as it comes to the end and before it becomes a spirit. So this is one of my expressions in the new body of work that I'm excited about, and I hope that you can continue to see your own life journey as you travel and ride this piece. And this piece, if this piece speaks to you, please contact us so we can continue the discussion. Thank you and have a great day.
On the link for the virtual exhibition catalog that you're interested in, then once it opens up, you are inside of the Gallery Guichard exhibition of your choice. Now you can move around freely by touching the circles, and you can get information about each painting, title, medium, artist, and contact information for Gallery Guichard.
Hi, I'm Frances Guichard, also known as the artist Marlene Campbell. And I've been painting my Great Migration series now for quite some time. It's very popular and people love it, but I think it's because of the connection between our ancestors and who we are today, and our ancestors are speaking. So I continue to paint art that represents love and respect for our ancestors. And this painting is called Reverence, the one behind me. And it's all about the respect we give to our ancestors, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be where we are today. And it's important for us to make sure that we always give respect from whence we came. And this painting, I use acrylic mixed media with sand, and also the sand represents the land where we come from, the African land, and the sky and landscape of something beautiful that allows us to delve into our relationship with the spirits and the energy that comes out of the paintings from Africa. And I was inspired by our travels through South Africa and of course various other places that we've been, but the understanding that African people believe that the ancestors are still moving about and helping us to be where we are today and helping us to do bigger and better things I want everyone to feel that as well. And so I have conversations with some of the collectors, and they talk about how it makes them feel when they see the paintings.
On the link for the virtual exhibition catalog that you're interested in. Then once it opens up, you are inside of the Gallery Guichard exhibition of your choice. Now you can move around freely by touching the circles, and you can get information about each painting, title, medium, artist, and contact information for Gallery Guichard.
The work behind me is the work of Stephen Olalekan, a 28-year-old Nigerian artist who is not only gifted but prolific. This is one of many series that he's sharing tonight, and it's a 3D mixed media series, and it's really about life. And the use of rust in the work is used to express history and emotion and pain, while the colorful segments speak to the future. The 3D abstract are works about human experience and expectations in life. The rusty look symbolizes the history, experience, and human exposure to different elements and emotions, while the colorful background represents the future. And this is Stephen Olalekan's 3D abstract work. So please drop down to the virtual exhibition catalog. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, and come and take a look for yourself at these amazing works by Stephen Olalekan.
On the link for the virtual exhibition catalog that you're interested in. Then once it opens up, you are inside of the Gallery Guichard exhibition of your choice. Now you can move around freely by touching the circles, and you can get information about each painting, title, medium, artist, and contact information for Gallery Guichard.
Abiola has done amazing things. He's lived and worked in China. He has worked in Ghana and has amazing artwork that has resonated with people from all over the world. And these pieces that you see in the show for this exhibition, Awareness, is the work of heavy texture, heavy gel, and acrylic paint. And it represents family, love, and relationships. So as you take a look at the pieces, you'll see the couple embraced and showcasing love, or a woman and looking at the beauty of who she is. And so it's important for us to be able to connect with the artwork and enjoy each of the pieces and be able to take the work home with you. So enjoy the work of Abiola Akintola.
On the link for the virtual exhibition catalog that you're interested in. Then once it opens up, you are inside of the Gallery Guichard exhibition of your choice. Now you can move around freely by touching the circles, and you can get information about each painting, title, medium, artist, and contact information for Gallery Guichard.
The Light series are all titled We Are the Light. Every human being is a spirit being, and we disperse or radiate different forms of energy. The individual light represents each person and the energy we carry. We should let our light shine bright in this dark world, and if as individuals we could work on ourselves, this world would be filled with light and positive energy.
On the link for the virtual exhibition catalog that you're interested in. Then once it opens up, you are inside of the Gallery Guichard exhibition of your choice. Now you can move around freely by touching the circles, and you can get information about each painting, title, medium, artist, and contact information for Gallery Guichard.
I hope you enjoyed tonight's virtual exhibition catalog, number 19, Awakening, and I had a great time seeing
awesome.
the work. It's just amazing. Listening to the artists, the process. So it just goes to show, and I will say, we did get quite a few calls in January about being hungry for this happening again. So we're happy to be back, And if you have any questions, it's very easy to drop down into the virtual exhibition catalog. Just click on the link and you can move around with the circles. Touch the Matterport tag so you can get information about the title, medium, price. And if you have any questions, screenshot that picture and you can call myself or Francis, and we'd be more than happy to help you get that beautiful piece of art in your home.
And you can get all that at www.galleryguichard.com. And again, enjoy the beautiful artwork, sit back, it's date night, just enjoy the amazing conversations. And then you can also visit some of our past exhibitions as well. And there's a tab where you can go into and see the artist bio or read the artist bio and see the artwork of the artist past and present.
And I want to say a special thank you to the Metropolitan Museum of Art for archiving all of our virtual exhibition catalogs, and we appreciate you helping to spread the word and the creativity of our artists. So we'll see you later in the year. We have a great year planned with our solo series. So a lot of the artists you've come to learn about and love, we'll give you an opportunity to find out more about their work as we give them platforms for solo exhibitions. Good night.